Yeah, what do I think of this hero? So strength hero, 4.3 per level. Strength, 1.1 agile per level and 1.4 int per level. So what I'm seeing is pretty bad stack gains, except strength, of course. 4.3 strength is very decent, but 1 agile, 1.4 int is really bad. So yeah, I'm just from stats, I'm probably looking at this hero as offlaner, potentially a mid hero. The attack animation is decent, I would say. The attacks come a little slow, just from, I think, the lack of attack speed this hero has. It is a nice attack animation though, and 67 damage is definitely on the decent side. So we have Onslaught, which is kind of like, you know, if you played Aghanims, it's like this, the charge through that he does. So what you do is you press the spell once, and it gives you like a circle, big ass circle. And then yeah, you just pretty much press it anywhere. And it gives you like a line, and then you just charge through that line. So here is pretty cool that you can press it twice immediately and you do like a smaller one. I believe you can't do like a very small one though. No, it's always going to be like 400 or 500 range if you do it like, if you press it twice immediately. You can also change the direction a little bit. So you press it and it charges up, and then you do this. And you can still like move your mouse even though you're charging already. So I think that's pretty cool. And it is over terrain, of course. So I think that's also pretty neat. You can just, yeah, you charge through everything really. I'm not sure if you can charge over Mars Arena now, because they changed it. I'm not sure about that. No, you cannot. That's interesting. Alright, maybe you can do it through here. No, you cannot. Okay. So I think Mars Arena is probably the only spell that kind of limits you, because Mars Arena is now very strong, because they changed it that you can't escape it virtually anymore. Alright, second spell, Trample. AoE damage, you just kind of trample on your enemies. So the important thing to note here is that it is, as you guys can see, deals base damage plus a multiplier of Primal Beast attack damage. So it's based on your attack damage, which means that if you know, we're going a little ham here, the spell deals damage, you know. The spell hurts. So what I'm seeing here is that Armlet, probably pretty good item. Like offlaner, I would probably buy something like this right now. And just activate Armlet before you use this, because Armlet gives you, it's probably the most, like, you know, as a strength hero, like, how much damage is this? 35 plus 15, 50. 25 strength on top of that. It's like crazy amount of damage. This item. So yeah, I think Armlet is probably gonna be like pretty nice on this hero, just because of how Trample works, and also just because it makes it so tanky. So the cool thing here is that you can use Trample while charging Onslaught as well. So when you end, you already have Trample on. So I thought that was pretty cool, that you can kind of combo these two spells. Yeah. Let's go to the next one. Uproar. Uproar is kind of like, I don't think there's any other spell that is like this actually. So it gives you charges while taking damage. So you have to tank damage for this spell to go up. It's kind of like Bristle, passive, I guess, right? Kind of like a Bristleback's passive, where it spawns a quill every time like 210 damage or something is taken, right? Well, here's the case that, you know, it gives you, when activated, Primal Beast releases Aurora that slows surrounding enemies and grants the beast additional attack damage and armor for 7 seconds. 7 seconds only. So that's really low. And they do run out apparently, because I have none right now. Bonus damage per stack 15, max stacks 5, slow per stack 10, roll radius 10. So that's good. Okay, I activated I have a lot more damage. And yeah, it's just 7-second cooldown. Same as the duration. It costs no mana. So this is like a pretty nice laning spell. The enemy can either decide if they want to hit you and give you charges, and then you activate the charges to become a lot more tanky and more damage. Or they don't hit you and you can freely lane, right? So I would probably put 1 or 2 points in the... let's go through the ulti first. So the ulti is kind of like the Aghanims thing, where you grab someone and you like shake them around and you deal some damage. Your radius 600, hit interval 0.75. So you hit them with your attack damage, I assume. I think it's just static actually, or it might be base damage. That's what I'm seeing here. That's why like. No, it's static. Looks like. Yeah, the damage is just static. It's 150, 210. So yeah, this is. It does not go through BKB, apparently. So I thought this would definitely go through BKB. We'll see how useful this actually is. Because I thought 100% this should have gone through BKB. Because, I mean, yeah, you just kind of just grab someone. So, yeah, we'll see. It deals a decent amount of damage, 150. All in all, I think this hero is... I see this hero kind of as like an Underlord-ish hero, like kind of. So where you're like pretty tanky. Your spells are like kind of wonky to hit, like kind of weird to hit. Yeah, I do like the design of the hero. I think it's pretty nicely designed. I think we'll see this hero mostly off lane, maybe mid lane. The stun duration really only increases here by 0.2 per level, and the damage increases by 90. And here only base damage increases, and cooldown goes down. They all really don't stack though. They all like, they don't scale that well, to be honest. Like looking at this, if you skill W and E one time, that like kinda gets you, you know, what you need. So I would probably max Q or E, from what I'm seeing here. Yeah, you can easily kill waves though. Yeah, I'd probably max Q or E. Q or W, sorry. Q or W. Or W and E for me. So Onslaught or Trample, that's what I would max. Because I don't know how much you're actually gonna use Uproar if people like see that you max it. Like, I think people might just stop hitting you. Also, is it spell damage based? It is. Okay. So I have 3 charges. Okay. Damn. Okay, that's pretty good. Obviously, I don't know yet, you know, how people are going to skill this hero, what is the best way. But just judging from, like, what the spells do, I think only kinda Q, also Onslaught and Uproar, like, scale pretty well. Because the thing is, the most important part about W, I think, is the attack damage multiplier. Which you already have the full percentage at level 1. So, I actually don't know... Like, you're maxing this spell for what, 10 damage? 10 damage, 10 base damage. And some 2-second cooldown. Not sure how useful that is. Let's see, actually, can you use Trample while... Is it more damage? No, you can use Trample while doing anything on this hero. That's pretty cool. Like, while ulti, you can use Trample. But it doesn't do more damage. It's just you Trample after. Okay. Let's look at the talent tree real quick. I mean, this kind of tells you like what this hero needs as well, right? Like, this is kind of like... I don't know what Underlord has, but I think he also used to have magic resistance, level 10. So this... I would probably buy like a soul ring for mana. And then go like magic resistance. Onslaught damage of 3 Uproar armor per stack. I mean, in some games, this is like very, very good, I would say. But yeah, most of the time, probably Onslaught damage. Because it almost one-shots waves at this point. 500 damage at 15 is crazy. Trample, attack, multiplier beast, dispels himself and activating Uproar. Okay, this is kind of like the lone shard. That's very good. I think both of them are very good. I think it kind of just depends what you need. So if they have like, you know, Pugnas or heroes like that, then I'll take the left one. But I mean, it's like 60% now. This is very nice. 100% pulverize duration. Probably this one, I would say. 4.6 seconds now. Someone is disabled, can't move. I think that's probably better. Oh damn. If you move, it cancels right away. Okay. But you can use any spells during this, by the way. I can activate Armlet. I can use Face Boots. Okay, interesting. Yeah, that's pretty cool to do. So it's like a LC duel, kind of. More like a Bane grip, I guess. They can't move and you can still use your spells. So yeah, that's probably the talent choices. I would take some of the games. You know, I think 15 and 20 will always depend on the game. 25, not sure how useful the spell life still is. Not sure, honestly. I think the duration is kind of just very good. The spells in laning and wave shoving are pretty nice. I do think you will need to buy like some mobility eventually, like maybe a blink. So yeah, you can't really initiate and like skewer back in that way. That's not possible. You can initiate with ulti though. Like you can BKB ulti this, you know. You can initiate with BKB and ulti someone. So this here could be like an initiator. Although that cancels the thing, but everything else is not. Okay, then you just have to pre-BKB and initiate that way. Yeah, there could be an initiator with like BKB like later, but for the most part I think you're gonna play this like an Underlord-esque hero, which means, you know, you're gonna be shoving waves a lot, you're gonna be front of the fight. I think it's definitely weaker as a teamfight hero than many offlaners. Like, definitely weaker than like Mars, Magnus. Just because your ulti is like single target, except the pulses, I guess. Yeah, it should be pretty strong in lane, honestly. I think whenever you have like a spell like Uproar, the hero will be like pretty good in lane if you combo it. I would probably combo this hero with Hoodwink, maybe Skywrath. I mean, this hero with Marcy probably just owns as well. So yeah, I think you definitely want like a killing lane with this hero. Oh, that's a shard actually. Primal Beast throws a rock at the target location. It stuns and damages enemies. The rock cannot be thrown within a minimum range. Okay. Oh, there's a range. Okay. Okay. 275 damage. There's a max travel time. Wait, what? Oh shit, you can throw it really far. Damn. That's pretty good. I mean, that's like an initiating spell. Stun duration 1.75. That is pretty good as a stun duration. Yeah, I mean, that looks really annoying, to be honest. It's a lot of damage. 275. Then that also almost one-shot waves. Okay. I would say the char is pretty nice. Potentially a carry, but we'll see. I mean, Onslaught is pretty nice to farm with because it has no... You can just charge through everything. So farming, I think, would be like pretty nice with this. But we'll see. I'm more leaning towards offlane right now, potentially 4. I mean, I think Mars Arena and like Trample or Mars Arena and Pulverize is nice. Because Pulverize is only 600 AoE. So I think any spell that can like keep them in place, like Tree and Root. I mean, obviously Darkseer Vacuum, Black Hole. I think any like spell that keeps the enemies in place is very nice for this hero. Because you want to be able to catch up. Your only mobility spell is like kinda Onslaught, and it does take a while to like be able to catch here. Yeah, I just want like one team fight ulti with this hero. I think probably Snap as well is very nice with this hero.